Hi, everyone. Balloons, champagne.
Oh, champagne.
We
Woo,
are
need that.
celebrating. We are celebrating top 100. Cheryl Arkle.
Jane Tara.
This is the list.
Yeah.
This is the list that you've been waiting for. So many people have been asking us about the list this year. This is the list you've been waiting for. And it's drum roll, although some of you might have already been to our website to check to see he came in at number 1. But we welcome everyone. Welcome Kylie. Welcome Carly. Oh, do we have the winner list as well today?
Yeah,
oh,
it's coming up here.
So
we're going to be announcing 7 winners.
We're going to be announcing 7 winners, and we're going to have one of the authors. Do people know who we've got on?
No,
they don't.
Yeah.
Okay. What can I tell you? This is really momentous. We love Thursdays at 2:00, but particularly when we're launching the Better Reading Top 100. Do you know this is year 8?
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah.
This is the 8th year that we've had the Top 100 voted by you. Now, we're going to be talking about so much today, all largely related to the Top 100. But what I want to know is, once you see the list, I want you to tell me which books you've read and which books you haven't.
Do a count.
Do a count so that it's up there. The link is up there.
Yeah.
Stay tuned, though. You've got to stay tuned because drum roll. Craig Silvey.
Oh,
Honeybee. Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
We have got a very special person to talk about Honeybee and Craig Silvey. So last year, you'll remember that Honeybee was number 1, and this year, and that's
phenomenal. 2 years in a row. That's never happened before. Never happened before, but it goes to show how the readers just love it.
And also that he's Australian, that he's well loved.
Yeah.
Author of Jasper Jones.
Yeah.
Honeybee, Craig Silvey, welcome to Better Reading.
Woohoo! Woo! Cheers to you.
Thank you so much. Yes, I've come prepared this year.
Very good.
I've broken open the top shelf. Thank you so much, Cheryl and Jane and everyone at Better Reading. It's just the most extraordinary honour. I'm stunned. I'm grateful. I'm so pleased. And to all the readers, this remarkable, passionate community of readers who have just fallen in love with and believed in this book. I couldn't be more grateful. It really means the world to me. And I'm just so deeply appreciative. It's amazing.
If you would like to ask, because we've got him right here, right now, he's actually live from Western Australia. If you'd like to ask Craig some questions, do so, and I'll read them out to him.
Look at all the love there. It's so great.
So you've got a couple of minutes to stay with us, Craig.
Of course, yeah, as long as you...
Okay, all right. I want to talk a little bit about, can you just give us, for those, there aren't many of our readers that haven't read it, because I know that it comes up all the time.
Yeah.
But just, and I know this, but I want you to share it with everybody. How did this story come about?
Well, Honeybee tells the story of a young trans teenager. Her name is Sam Watson. We first meet her late one night when she climbs over the rail of a traffic bridge in suburban Perth with the intention of ending her life. However, her fate is ultimately changed by the fact that there is an old man at the other end of that bridge smoking his last cigarette. And he's there to do the same thing. He's there to end his own life. But the two see each other across the void. And they meet and they connect. And the book is ultimately about the relationship that blooms between the two of them and their efforts to repair each other. And the origins of the book, the origins of the story actually lie in a real event. A few years ago now, my sister-in-law intervened in an attempted suicide of a young trans person. And in the days that followed, we tried to reconnect with this young person, but we couldn't find them. We couldn't locate them because they had quite a common name. And so it left me in a curious position where I had a very real and urgent concern for somebody who had a very real and urgent predicament. And I couldn't stop thinking about them. I couldn't stop thinking about the forces and the pressures and the challenges that led them to that place on that night. And it inspired me to better educate myself. And I suppose in writing the book, I wanted to answer a question. And that question was, how does a young person or anyone similarly situated to Sam Watson or that real person on that bridge on that night, how do they climb back over the rail and find themselves on a more optimistic, more hopeful footing? How do they make it out? And through the length and breadth of my consultation with members of the community and reading testimonies and studies, the importance of support and love and acceptance continued to echo back at me. And the outcomes for younger trans and gender diverse people are appreciably bettered when there is an environment of support and love. And I suppose that's why I'm so heartened by the response to the book. The fact that people have been inspired to be more connected, more active, and more visible allies to our friends in the trans and gender diverse community, particularly now when we need them the most, has meant the world to me. The fact that the book is used as a tool for families who have members who might be contending with their gender identity and might need a utility to foster that discussion. It's been a really beautiful outcome for the book, but I'm just most profoundly moved by the fact that people have the opportunity to connect with that experience in a moving and emotional way, which allows them to understand each other better. It's been a really lovely thing.
I've got so many congratulations here, so I won't go through all of them. But Leah said Honeybee was the best book I have ever read. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Sharon says,
I'm feeling emotional too.
Sharon says, love Honeybee, well deserved.
Yeah.
Congratulations. One of the best books I've ever read, Kylie says. So many congratulations. Kirsty says, so love this book. Julie says, Craig, I can see a sequel to this. Is there a chance you might write one?
Look, never say never. I think about her every day, and I think about all the characters in Honeybee. I feel very connected to them, as a lot of readers have, and it's heartening to me that people want to continue her journey. I suppose we leave her in a position of great possibility, and with fresh horizons as well. And so there's a lot of story to come, and the challenges certainly aren't over either. Look, I without revealing too much, I think there might be opportunities to continue her story, but it may not be within this format, put it that way.
Oh
okay.
Say no more.
Say no more. Kate says, congratulations, Craig. I'm guilty of not reading Honeybee yet, but she will be adding it to her list. Julie says, I'm so grateful for this book, as it helped me understand more about the transgender community. And I love that. I mean, it did the same for me too. What else have we got here? A wonderful and deeply affecting book, Aviva. Karen says, congratulations to all the authors. Kirsty's got a question. Did you engage with the trans community to inform the writing? How has it been received by the community?
I did engage with the trans community, and it was I felt it was very important for me to do so. The truth is that trans representation historically in our media, when performed or written by cisgender people, has left quite a damaging legacy, and more often than not has relied on quite toxic tropes and exploitative representations. And so in knowing that, my first insistence was to do no harm. And in order to do that, I needed to connect with people in the community, and I needed to bring them in and have their testimonies, their stories, their experiences, their histories influence the book. And it was really that chorus of voices that built it, as it relates to Sam's descriptions of gender dysphoria or her internalized feelings of struggle with her gender identity. Nothing is left to my imagination. Everything was informed by the consultation I did with the community. And so I owe a great debt to those people who really believed in this book and supported it from the outset. But my consultation and connection to the community certainly hasn't ended. In fact, it's expanded since the novel has come out. And I've had the great pleasure and honor of speaking at events and being a very passionate and vociferous ally to my friends in the trans and gender diverse community. And I feel as though that's part of the responsibility of releasing a book like this. In terms of the response to the trans and gender diverse community, I get letters and emails and messages every single day to whom this book has meant a great deal. A lot of them have been very deeply moving to me, and it's just been extraordinarily fulfilling. An unexpected outcome, I suppose, also is the family members of trans and gender diverse people who often feel a bit displaced, who also have elements of that experience to deal with, to whom the book has given great comfort and courage. And so that's been a really wonderful thing. So it's just been an extraordinarily positive journey. It's been wonderful.
All right, we're going to let you go, Craig, but just one more comment that I'll read.
Before we start howling. But
Before we
okay.
start howling. Emma says, well said and well done, Craig. I wish there were more writers like you. And we
Yeah.
feel the same.
Very kind of you to say. And look, before I go, I just want to thank you all again. Thank you, Cheryl and Jane, everyone at Better Reading, for being such passionate advocates for Australian storytelling and our stories. Nobody is more influential in terms of encouraging readers to explore, our narratives. It's extraordinary, and we're all tremendously grateful for it. And so every reader who voted for their favourite book, who remain connected and passionate, who have believed in Honeybee, who've lent it the privilege of their time, I'm just so very appreciative and grateful. And thank you so much again. It's just an extraordinary honour. I'm just stunned and so thrilled. Thank you very, very much.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Craig. And
Yeah.
thanks for joining us today. All right, we'll let Craig go.
Wow,
I love
needed
him.
some tissues.
I really
Let's
love
just-
him. He's
yeah,
such a nice guy.
Yeah.
And you can see that
Yeah.
right there. Hopefully he'll jump on later. I'm not sure if he's on Facebook, but he might do that.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to go. Do you want to just skim through the list of the top the 10 that have come in?
All right.
And
so
I
of
will
course,
start.
number 1 is
Yeah.
Honeybee. Number 2 is Lessons in Chemistry. Of course, this has just gone gangbusters over the past 12 months. Wonderful, wonderful story, and I know that you all love this. Is this 3 times on the list? I think it has had the number 1 spot a couple of 3 years ago. So yes, Where the Crawdads Sing is number 3.
My favourite
I know,
book.
your
Yeah.
favourite, To Kill a Mockingbird, number 4. Number 5, and this has been on the list probably since it started. Actually,
And do
for
we
years.
want
Yeah.
to tell
Yeah,
the
go
people
on.
that can I tell?
Yeah.
So Marcus Zusak doesn't really do very much media and publicity because I think he's quite shy and he's always working, I guess. But he has agreed to speak with me in a couple of weeks' time.
Yeah.
And I will be recording a podcast with Marcus, and I can't wait to share that with
It's very exciting. So we'll
Yeah.
be sharing that with you soon.
you. Yeah, that's big news.
Number 6, Pride and Prejudice, going to the classics. It's
Yeah.
always on the list as well. This one's a new one to the list, and it's also new, like it's in the top 10. So that's exciting. Chris
Wonderful.
Hammer. And Chris is just going gangbusters at the
I
moment.
know.
He
Every
really
book he
is.
writes.
Yeah. So that is at number 7,
Nice.
and we'll be recording a podcast with Chris, so you'll have that soon too.
Okay, all right. So we'll continue with the top 10, but before we do that, I'm just going to go through some of the comments. Everybody says hi. Welcome, Kylie, Carly, Tracy, Cindy, Sharon. Hi, everybody.
Wow,
Lisa.
look at
Yeah,
everyone.
so many
Yeah.
people. Judy is reading The Paper Palace by Miranda Cowley Heller. Denise says hi to us. Hi. Karen says hi. Julie says she can't barely contain her excitement. We're so excited.
Yeah.
Sally says hi. Cindy says so exciting. I love having the list to tick off books I've read.
Good.
And don't forget, Cindy, share that with us. There is a checklist, isn't there?
Yes, little kind of circles on
And
each
where
book,
do you
yeah.
find that list?
That is on, it has been put in the link. It is on our website and you just download the PDF.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Gail says she's reading Belinda Alexandra's new book.
Oh, so am I.
And really enjoying it.
Mm.
Carolyn says hi to us, an exciting session and lots of bubbles. There are lots of
Certainly.
bubbles,
Cheers.
Carolyn.
Mm.
Thank you. We just needed that segue.
Mm-hmm.
Claire is nearly finished reading Lessons in Chemistry. It's a fabulous book at number 2. I have
Yeah.
listened to Sam Neill's memoir,
Ah,
and it's my favourite ever audiobook. Well, Claire, I'm going to
Ah.
do that actually.
you like a good audio.
I do like a good audio, and so far, no one for me has gazumped Michelle Obama. So far.
Yeah.
Okay, but I will listen to that. I like Sam Neill. Yvonne says, I've already looked, have read 29 of them.
Good.
Yay, Yvonne. Tracy said she loved Honeybee. Cindy says, congrats. Lots of love for Honeybee. Julie loved the book. Great to be part of the top 100, Karen says.
Yeah.
Great to have you. Carly is reading Homecoming by Kate Morton,
Oh,
which I think
yes.
we've got that on the
We
table.
actually have that here.
Yes, we do. Lee says Honeybee was the best book I've ever read, but I think we read that out. There's the Kate Morton.
Look at that brick of a book
I
going
know.
so well, and it's wonderful. Wonderful.
Lots of people, congratulations to Craig. Kylie says, Craig, where did you get the inspiration from? I think he answered that.
Yeah.
What have we got? Sonia says it's a great lead. Reed Danny says I'm late. What have I missed? Well, we're doing the top 100, and you can go back. This is live now
Yeah.
at 2:00 in the afternoon. Well, it's 2:17 now in Sydney, but it's recorded, so you can always go back and watch it. Aviva says that that Honeybee is a wonderful and deeply affecting
Yeah.
book. Karen says congratulations to all the authors of the top 100, and
Absolutely.
indeed.
Yeah.
What do we got? Congratulations, Well. Oh, that's Anne, my neighbour. Every time
Yeah.
Anne's name comes up,
Yeah.
I say she's my neighbour. Kylie, I noticed with the list of the top, this is a really good question, Kylie, and thank you for asking it. I noticed with the list of the top 100, there are still a lot of the previous entries from last year.
Yeah.
Is this based on sales or votes by readers? Just curious. Great question,
Yeah.
Kylie. It is always and only based on votes. So over 9,000 people voted, and that's how we come up with the list. So I think sometimes with the top 100, people's favourite book stays their favourite book for
They
a
just
couple of
keep
years.
voting for it. Yeah.
So Pip Williams has come in at number 7, the Dictionary of Lost Words. So is that right?
8.
At number 8. So
Yeah.
there you go. So that's what happens. But good question. No, it's not based on sales at all.
Yeah.
But I guess in a way it's indirectly based on sales, because if people are reading stuff that they're liking, they're buying books that they're liking.
Yeah.
But we
It's
don't
just based on
we
votes.
don't have a vehicle to measure sales anyway. So good question, Kylie, and thanks for answering it. Janice says hi to us and congratulations to Craig, and she has just finished reading Becoming Mrs. Mulberry by Jackie French.
Wonderful
what a
book.
wonderful book. Kate says she has read 36 of the top 100 with 10 others on her shelf waiting to be read.
That's
Go,
amazing.
Kate. Yeah, Alan and Unwin says congratulations, Craig, and to all the authors on this year's list.
Absolutely.
Karen, I have put Honeybee up for our book club, so hopefully it would be read by many more. That's
Yes.
wonderful. Danny says, just got to say, while I remember, started reading the Josephine Moon book this morning, and I'm loving it. I see myself in it, which is wonderful. Thanks for the recommendation. And she's wonderful. Have we got Josephine Moon coming up for an event?
We're organising a podcast.
Yeah, wonderful. Anne says, have loved all of Craig's books. All so different, but all equally wonderful. Thanks, Craig. He'll come back and see that comment. I mean, I think he'll check these. So many congratulations to Craig. Stacey says, congrats to all the wonderful authors. We're so lucky to have such fabulous authors, whether they're on the top 100 or not. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Currently reading Dolly by Lisa Island and loving it. Okay, what else have we got?
All
So we
right.
talked about...
Let's do the rest of the top 10.
Okay. So number 8 is The Lost Man by Jane Harper. And that's super fantastic
Yeah.
because everybody loves Jane. And again, one of
Sorry,
those
number 9.
number
Sorry,
9.
Yeah.
This is number 9, and
Pip
Pip.
Williams was
lucky
number 8.
this isn't a maths show
Yeah.
because that's not our strong point here.
no,
As you can
we
see,
worked that out
we're
today.
book people,
Yeah.
right? So anyway, The Lost Man, Jane Harper,
Yeah.
always writing bestseller. Do you want to talk about the Colleen Hoover?
Yes, number
It ends
10.
with us. Yeah,
Yeah.
number 10.
Bound to
Um,
be on there because
bound.
TikTok has been so powerful for Colleen.
Yeah, global
Yeah.
bestseller. So we've just given you a taste of the top 100. The list is on our website. We're going to be talking to authors on the list. We're going to be promoting it and doing all sorts of things. And in a minute, we're going to be announcing prizes. Let me just get through a few more of these. Stacey says, oh no, we've read James. I am living in Turkey, have hunted around for Craig's books to no avail. However, a friend in Sydney managed to buy me copies of Honeybee and Jasper Jones, and she's bringing them to me when she visits.
What a nice friend.
What a nice friend.
Yeah.
And you're so lucky because both those books are fantastic.
Yeah.
So you're going to have some good reading material. Kylie says, congratulations to all the authors who made the list. She's read 70 of them. Oh, she's heard. No, she's heard that 70 of the 100 are women writers.
Yeah.
You did hear correctly, Kylie. That's true. And it is great news. James says, love better reading. Oh, thank you, James. All the way from Turkey.
Yeah.
Emma says, cannot wait for the TV series for Lessons in Chemistry, which came in at number 2. Sandra says, hi, everybody, and congratulations to Craig. What else have we got?
Well, let's do the winners.
Oh, let's do the winners.
Yeah.
Winner. Okay, we're putting up a slide.
So excited.
So excited. So Amelia O'Reilly from Victoria, Karina Peacock from New South Wales, Vicky McCourt from Queensland, Amanda Bryce from Western Australia, Michael Ferris from South Australia, Kelly Hoffman, Northern Territory, and Reese Davies from Tasmanian. All winners have been contacted via email. Wow, that is fantastic. I hope it's one of you out there.
Yeah.
I don't know, but congratulations to the winners.
Let us know if you're here.
Yeah, all those winners will get the top 100 for 23. You won't get it in one box. It'll come from different publishers. You'll get a whole lot of parcels, and it'll be like Christmas every day.
Yeah. Buy a new bookshelf.
Yeah, that's right. Buy a new bookshelf. Okay, what else have we got happening? What have you got there?
Oh, gosh.
What's happening this week?
So
much.
What's happening this week? I'll give a shout out to a couple of other books.
Yeah.
The Fancies by Kim Locke. So The Other Side of Beautiful. You all loved her. But was that on the top 100 last year or something? The Other Side of Beautiful. Anyway, this is her latest, The Fancies. And it's that wonderful, witty, wise writing. So that is very popular at the moment. Sorry, just knock you over.
Yeah, just knock you over. Doesn't
and
matter.
The Perfumist of Paris. This is the final in Alka Joshi's series that, well, it was set in India, but now it's in Paris. That's a beautiful book. And we all know that you love Jennifer Saint, and this is Atalanta. And I didn't read, who reviewed this one? Whoever it was raved about it. So a great read. Let us know if you're reading it.
Anne has just come in and said that she has read 50 out of the top 100, and so many more are
Amazing.
on her TBR pile.
Yeah.
Congratulations to all the winners. Oh, Kylie checked the list last year. No, that wasn't on there. Where is the next rural fiction function after Tamworth? Good question, Stacey. Where is it?
It hasn't been confirmed yet,
Okay.
but we are looking at Shepparton and Wagga Wagga, but it hasn't been confirmed yet. So let us know where you are and how many friends you could bring.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Amanda says that what a great job Better Reading does, and congrats to all on the top 100.
Yeah.
Stacey, will we tell people we're catching the train next Thursday to Tamworth?
Yeah.
Yeah, not today, but next week.
Yeah.
Jane and I are going to be on that train for 5.5 hours.
Yeah.
There won't be a formal what are you reading like this, but Jane and I are going to come to you live via the train.
If we have coverage. So it might be a few minutes out.
Might be a few minutes out, but we're going to talk to you about what we're reading on the plane and what we're excited about that evening. And if you're in Tamworth, please come. Okay, Stacey says Newcastle. She would like us to be at Newcastle.
Ah, okay.
Oh,
right.
and Yvonne says the Northern Rivers
Well, I'm
area.
from Ballina, so
Yeah.
Lismore is kind of, we're putting
And
that
Claire
one out
wants
there.
us to come to Ballarat. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to try. We're going to
Okay.
try. All right. So what else have we got?
I think that's about it. Let's mention
Shall we
Lorraine.
mention Lorraine
Yeah.
Peck? She came into the office yesterday. We were blown away by her. Of course, the books are wonderful, but isn't it great when you meet an author that's
Yeah.
as equally wonderful as the books?
Yeah, and this is a really great series. It's book 2 in the
Yes.
series, and I think she's going to take a. She said she's writing a standalone next, but I loved her first book, The Second Son. This is number 2 in the series. Go, and they can be read as a standalone. Go and grab them. I think anyone who reads crime thrillers, that's really a great addition to the genre. And this book, we don't have the cover. Okay, this is a proof, but everyone knows Armando Lucas Correa, and this is Night Travelers, his latest book. And he's coming into the office very soon.
Yeah, it's coming into the office today.
So more on that later.
Yeah. All right. Now, a couple of things. We're going to be in Tamworth. We're going to be at the which
Words on the Waves first weekend in June.
And we'll put the link to Words on the Waves on there.
Yeah.
So if you want to come and see us, at this stage it's Tamworth and Words on the Waves.
Yeah.
And there will be locations to come.
Yeah.
So do that. Do you want to just quickly mention your podcast?
Check out my podcast. B is the self-help, self-development, wellness podcast for better reading, where we talk books. We talk those books, and I kind of dig into all the ideas and the concepts in each book with the author. And I'm having such a great time doing it because I love talking about, bettering ourselves. So be better with Better Reading B.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And don't forget, there's our regular podcast as well. We would love you to go to Apple and rate and review us. That would be fantastic. It really does help the algorithm.
Do you have the image of the whole series?
Sweet, yeah. But outside of that, we're going to sign off, say thank you for this is what I want to talk about. Last week when we were here, a couple of you asked about Caroline Overington and Book Chat, and I'd been unwell.
Yeah.
And we hadn't recorded any book chats. Well, we have, and there's one coming out when? Today or
today, and it's so much fun.
It's so much fun. So see what happens. You ask, we get, right? You wanted book chat? It's right there. Yeah. Anyway, thank you, everybody. Congratulations to the prize winners. And we'll see you next Thursday via the train to Tamworth.